Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back. I am KO, and this is my series, KO the Truth. And it's been a long time, but we're going to get back right into it. Okay, on today's scroll, we're going to be talking about how we need to stop and smell the roses. Okay, when you stop to smell the roses around this world, that's going to get you out of the matrix. And what I mean when I say that is stop and see the deeper meaning of things when you walk across life. And we're going to get right into it and what that looks like. Okay, so um, when I was a little girl, I would notice that when it snows, right? You know, everybody knows snow. So when it snows and the snow falls, and let the flakes drop on your wrist or your hand, right? And you look down and you notice that each snowflake is beautifully designed. All of them are different and they have designs on them. It's like this world's own this world's own frozen geometric visuals is how I would word it anyway. So yeah, so anyway, so when I was a little girl, I would notice when they fall and I said even in a snow's design, even God shows up in little things like that, snow, right? And so when you look at it like that, you gotta start looking at the world in different patterns like snow because the world will always show you deeper patterns. We just have to pay attention and we have to lock in, right? And I know it's gonna be a lot of y'all. And oh, I noticed that. Me too. Me too. Yeah, but a lot of y'all notice it and you dismiss it. Oh, it's a coincidence. Nothing on this earth is a coincidence. And God had to tell me that oh so many times. Oh so many times. Still struggle with it a little bit, but I always know that nothing in this world is a coincidence. And I say that to say this: there's always deeper truths than what's on the surface. So look at certain things that are the way they are. For example, we wonder why racism was ever a thing, right? Okay. Why was there so much hate on blacks, women, blacks, and then there's women, okay? The major oppressed and suppressed group, blacks, and then there's women. That is not coincidence. And let me tell you why. I've noticed that the more closer people are to God, the more natural abilities they seem to have. And that goes for all women and black people. Okay? Women are already encoded with a special DNA called the mitochondrial DNA. And that's basically um, a heightened intuition that women already come coded with, right? That's why those particular groups were the most oppressed. Okay, all women. Why do you think we even had to fight so hard to vote, to be a part of anything, to be treated, you know, with some respect, to get our own money, to do all that, right? The higher ups knew something. Okay, blacks. Why were we hated on so much? Because the higher ups knew something that we didn't. I'm gonna tell you what it is that we didn't know and what we should know and what I'm gonna say. They really made people think that the reason why women can't be presidents is because we're too emotional or whatever bullcrap that they fed us. No, that is the farthest from the truth. The real truth of why women can never and they will never put women as president is because women come encoded with the special mitochondrial DNA that makes our intuition high. That is an automatic connection to God. So basically, all people come with the mitochondrial DNA, right? But the women are the original source code. And so basically, I'm going to put it like this for an example. So let's say women have a deep shade of blue, right? That represents the mitochondrial DNA. So the deep shade of blue, right? We pass that down to our offspring, male or female. And they, we cross over that shade of blue, right? But they have a lighter shade of blue because we have the full deep shade of blue, right? They have a lighter shade of blue. We passed it over, right? And so we already come with the deep shade of blue. We already we're naturally connected to the Most High. But men, they have the lighter shade of blue. They don't come with the deep shade, so they have to sharpen and heighten their intuition just to catch up. With women already encoded with that deep shade of blue, representing the mitochondrial DNA that we are encoded with, when men sharpen and heighten their intuition, but when women are doing the same, they will never catch up because we were already, it was already instilled in us as a deep shade. Men have a lighter shade. They can sharpen and heighten their intuition, right? But if the women who already was encoded with it, doing the same thing, both of you guys are rising. So both of us are rising, right? But since the women are already come encoded with deep shade of blue, and the men we pass it over, they're at the light shade. But if we're both heightening and sharpening our intuition, we're both rising, right? But the women will always be ahead because we was already encoded with it as a deep shade, they lighter shade. But with the government, the system, with them feeding us things that will let things that will lower our intuition, like media, school, fake money, laws, religion, stuff like that, our intuitions get lower and lower. And, they got us thinking that we're not these powerful beings when we really are. And we don't know it because we've been programmed wrong all our lives. And it's time to wake up. So, since males are not the original source code holders, this is why they put males um, in charge because they are easier to control, especially if they've been ego fed and praised into thinking, oh, this is a man's world. This is we could do whatever we want. We got the power. Da, 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 da. It's not a flex. It's not a flex. Stop, because they are controlling you, and we got to work together to wake up and realize that we are being controlled. And women got to wake up too because women are being controlled just like the men are too, just in different ways. Okay, so they ego fed men, right? And then while the women back then when we were trying to fight for our rights, they led us. Okay, and then now we have overworked ourselves, and that pushes women more into our male energy. So they have pushed women into masculine energy, and they have pushed men into being praised. They put men in female energy, and they can't see it, and we can't see it. And so now we're all blind, and this is why the system works. If you've enjoyed this video, follow me and watch part 2.